All right. First of all, I just want to say congratulations on getting this far in organizing and structuring your business. Hopefully, you're not just cruising through videos without actually doing these things. That's a huge waste of time. And I see it a lot where people will listen to a bunch of podcasts or audiobooks and they get all of these golden nuggets, but then they don't actually take the time to take a step back, think about the things, process them, and implement them in their lives. And this is just a total waste of time if that's what you're doing. If you are getting to this point and you have not actually implemented those first 6 steps, it's probably not worth your time even continuing until you go back and you actually complete those first 6 steps and you review them with somebody to make sure that you are ready for these next 6 steps. Okay, so halfway through, you have laid a ton of groundwork. And up to this point, you're probably thinking, Tyler, I thought you were like going to get my business to where it can grow, automate, give me some more time freedom, make me some more money. Like, so far, all that you've asked me to do is just put more time into the business. And I'm doing more when you kind of gave me the expectation that this is ultimately going to allow me to do less. And you know what? If that's what you're thinking, you are exactly right. Hopefully you found value through this process though. And hopefully it was worth you going through and actually dedicating your time to thinking and establishing the first 6 steps. Because now is where we finally get to start working up on your business. Anytime we work up on your business, this is allowing you to have those freedoms that you're finally wanting, where you can make more money, you can assign things, you can have tracking methods in place and have systems that's analyzing the data. You have people sending you reports, so you're removing yourself from the business and you're allowing other systems, other people to finally start executing on the things that you spent all of this time laying the groundwork for. All right, so let me stop sharing my screen and let's talk about that first white bar that you just were looking at, assign. This is finally the exciting part of all of this. And I know that you've been waiting for this. And the assign portion, just to explain it like simply, is this is where you take the SOP in the critical driver and you assign it either to somebody or something. Okay, so what I need you to do is I need you to take a component and I need you to read through the SOP and the critical driver and think, okay, first of all, is this being done? Check. Okay, yes or no? Regardless of the answer, who should be responsible for doing this? Is it me? Is it somebody else already in the company? Do I need it? Should I outsource this to an agency? Should I hire somebody in-house to do it? That's the second thing that you want to ask, is who should I assign this to? And as you're thinking through that, here's kind of a list of priorities in my head. Doing it yourself. Okay, not doing it. Not great. Doing it yourself. Assigning it to somebody else. Automating the thing that you want done. There are pros and cons, honestly, to all of them. There's the lack of the personal component to automation. There is a lack of control in assigning it to somebody else. There's the time trap that you run into by assigning it to yourself. These are all the cons. But ultimately, what you want to do is you want to have a blend, but that's going to be the priority. The more you can automate, the better. The more you can delegate, the better. The more that you're at least doing things instead of not doing it, the better. And then not doing, hopefully we're at 0 there and things are all assigned or they're all completed. Okay, so that said and kind of out of the way, here's how you go about assigning it. It's pretty simple. You literally take the SOP and the critical driver, you assign it to a system or you assign it to a person, and then you train them on how to do it. Now, how do you train them? You walk them through the SOP. You show them how to execute the SOP. You show them what the critical driver is, and if they do the SOP the way that you showed them to do it, what the expectation for them is, what success looks like at the end of the day for them. And then you briefly share the KPI, what the goal for all of this is, so they have some sort of involvement beyond just employment. This is if you're assigning. Obviously, you don't need to tell a system all of this stuff. So that's step number one. You assign and you train. Step number two is anything that you're assigning this to, system or person or agency or yourself, whatever it is, you want to make sure that that aligns with your why. And typically, I will start with the why before I get to this hiring process. Along with the why, you need to make sure that that system or the person has the ability to perform the SOP. So you're going to assign and train, but you're going to have a couple pre-qualifications. You're going to want to make sure that they align with your why and that they have the ability to perform the SOP before you actually hire them. And if you're not sure, then you should hire on some sort of trial basis. Hire them for a day or two and just get a feel on their ability. Make sure that they're able to give them a project, subcontract something out to them so that you can test them first before you hire them and go through a bunch of HR trauma if it doesn't work out. Okay, hopefully that helps explain what assigning is. I'm going to share a story of from my life on the power of assigning, and then we'll go ahead and do this together for your business.